The night her aunt tried to bury her alive, the girl made a promise to the darkness. If she survived, she would never come back as the same person. Her name was Zainabu, and she became an orphan before she was old enough to remember her parents' faces. The village said her mother died of fever, and her father followed out of grief and loneliness. Zainabu was taken in by her aunt, a woman whose smile only appeared in public. Behind closed doors, kindness dried up like a river in Harmattan. Zainabu slept on the floor, ate leftovers, and wore clothes stitched from other people's pasts. If the house needed sweeping before dawn, it was Zainabu. If dishes need to be washed, it was her. If laundry needs to be done, it was her. Her cousins learned early that she was less than them. They poured hot water near her feet for fun. They locked her outside at night. When Zainabu cried, her aunt said her tears were proof of guilt. One evening, after a pot of soup mysteriously spoiled, her aunt dragged Zainabu into the bush. "Confess!" the woman hissed, shoving her toward a shallow pit. "Tell me what spirit follows you." Zainabu said nothing. Her aunt covered her with leaves and dirt and walked away. A group of strangers pulled Zainabu free before the soil reached her mouth. She has never seen them before. "Endure," they said to her. "The road you walk does not end here." By morning, Zainabu was back in the compound. Her aunt never asked how. Years passed. The cruelty did not stop, but Zainabu did. She learned silence. She learned patience. She studied by firelight, using torn books borrowed, and never returned. When she finally left the village for the city, no one followed her to the road. No one expected her to survive. The city did not recognize her suffering, but it rewarded her endurance. Zainabu learned quickly. She worked harder. She became educated in places her aunt could not pronounce. Her name was written on certificates, spoken in offices, respected by people who had never raised a hand against her. Then she met him. He was handsome in a quiet way, with eyes that listened and a smile that did not ask for proof. He loved Zainabu without needing to know every scar. When he married her, the city whispered her story like a rumor too sweet to be true. The village heard. One dry season morning, a convoy of cars rolled down the old road. People gathered as Zainabu stepped out, dressed in fine cloth, gold resting gently on her skin. Her husband stood beside her, calm and proud. She greeted everyone. She brought gifts, new clothes for her cousins, money for their schooling, food for the compound, medicine for her aunt, whose hands now trembled when she saw Zainabu's face. No curses were spoken. No revenge was taken. That was what frightened them. At night, her aunt dreamed of a shallow pit filling with soil. She woke gasping, feeling unseen eyes watching from the walls. Her cousins avoided mirrors, afraid they might see the girl they once tormented standing behind them. Zainabu returned to the city the next morning. In the village, they still speak of her in lowered voices. Not because she became rich or educated or married a handsome man, but because the girl they tried to bury came back smiling, and nothing is more terrifying than kindness that survives the grave.